Blessed love and light to everyone this evening. This is OP. Just a little bit of insight and some of the things that tends to help us if we understand how to navigate and work around these little scenarios or situations that we run into every day on the job or just day-to-day ins and out and run-ins with persons or people that we come in contact with, just to avoid pain and stressful situations in our life. If we pay attention to these things, one of the things, or the first thing, is when you're working in an environment, you tends to, I for personally, for me, I likes to read the room and read people. And at first I never take people at their first value or what they give me. I always, even if it was something shady or something just off, I always say, oh, I give people the benefit of the doubt, because I always wanted to look for the good in people, right? Which is what we're supposed to do. But when there are minute of good and they're showing you more bad, you cannot squeeze a lime and expect to get cane syrup or sweetness from a lime that is supposed to be sour or tardy. So I'm just saying, when someone show you who they are, just know that that's who they are, and you can never change that narrative. What you have to do now is adjust your way of how you deal with that to avoid any type of pain, stress, and heartache, because you have given this person all of your trust and you put everything into them, and you waited for them to be something else that you expect. Oh, I'm just going to give them the benefit of the doubt. That's not who they are. They are not like that. They're just having a bad day. No, the bad days are past, and they're literally the way they are, right? And it's hard for us to accept, especially when your first run-in was never that. But as you been around these persons or people, you'll realize that the more you see the same patterns of that person, that's literally who they are. And what you saw before was just an impression, right? And so that first impression is everlasting scenario. You're looking for that, and that really was a front. Because who they truly are is what you're seeing every single day, that doesn't seem to leave. And that's what they have to offer, because that's what it is. And so we have to learn to understand how to work around those things to protect our spirit, to protect our space, and to protect ourselves from being disappointed, our being stuck waiting for a change, because we cannot change anyone. We have to change ourselves and change the way or we view things and how we see them, so we can be able to deal with and work with and have harmony at the end of the day, right? So guys, I hope my little bit of wisdom helps, right? Number two, whenever we are doing anything and we are filled with anxiety and we are filled with anxiousness of, oh my God, I just want this to be over and done with. Like, prime example, we have an appointment or interview, or we have a date, and we have a specific time that we're supposed to be there, but something happens and it set back everything. But the anxiety and the rush of stress and pressure to get to this place, or to be on this particular date, or to be at this interview, or to be at work or whatever at a certain time. And we're like, oh my God, I'm going to be late. I'm going to be late. It's now 10 after 8. Yes, it is 10 after 8. You were supposed to be there at 8 o'clock, but it's now 10 after 8. And that 10 after 8 can never reverse back to 8 o'clock because it is what it is. And oftentimes, that's our human self and our human emotions in the physical realm that's telling us and putting us in this fixated sense that, oh my God, everything is going wrong. When all the while, all of this was happening in the spiritual realm and it's God timing, right? Because God timing is never wrong and it's never late, or it's never, oh my God, it's I'm disappointed, everything is falling apart, everything is going wrong. Because when something like that happen, it's so how should I put it? It is so mystical of stopping something that's supposed to cut into your future or your destiny from happening to you. And so they're saying, so I said, every disappointment is always got appointments. And we have to understand that when something switch in a sudden simultaneously, we have to understand that it's not our physical realm working anymore. This is the Holy Light that's working with us and saying, you know what? I know the appointment was at 8 o'clock. You left on time. But guess what? Something is not going to be add up into what the spiritual realm is saying that he wants for your life or your destiny. So it was interrupted, and for some strange reason we never can fix it. And so instead of making ourselves sick or loaded with anxiety and dismay and disappointment and disbelief and stress, we just have to turn on that spiritual realm and say, nothing, I have no control over anything. And everything that's happened is always for a reason and for a purpose and always for my greater good. Because again, my conclusion to all these two things is God has the final say, and only He knows our direction and our road that it's gonna take. So when we get up in the morning and we say we're leaving out for work, we don't know what it's going to happen at the end of that leave out. You close the door, you go in your car. You don't know what's going to happen. Am I going to get to work at 8 o'clock on the dot? Am I going to get to work at 10 minutes before? Or am I going to get to work at 10 minutes after? We just have to leave everything else to God. So that's why every walk we walk, guys, and every talk we talk, and every move we make, we must move in the spiritual realm, letting go of everything and say, Lord, you take the wheel, you take the ankle, you be my guide, you be my guide, you be my everything. And I'm going to let go and let you. And whatever it mays, wherever it lays, I'm going to just accept and say, let God do the rest, because God is in control of everything, of all of our timings, all of our steps, every single thing that we do. And so that's why we have to always put Him first in front of ourselves, because we have no control over even ourselves or our steps. And that's my take for tonight or today, wherever you are in the world listening to me. I'm not sure how you see it, but this a little bit of parables and a little bit of things that I think is wise words. Blessed love and light, guys. Do remember to subscribe to my channel, like and share. If it's not for you, please share it, because not everything is for everyone. And so if this didn't bring any light to you or any wisdom, share it with someone else, because it might be something that someone wants to hear. Thank you very much again. Blessed love.